Hi, and welcome to the Scrapping Studio and an episode of Sketch Sunday. My name is Tracy Walker, Creative Memories Advisor in Des Moines, Iowa. And today we're getting down there. Looks like we have two left after today, and we will be through this entire book. And the book is the 52 Scrapbooking Project Recipes. We started this in January, and we've been slowly working our way through this. I have stuff that's creeping. Um, Today we are going to do project recipe 34. This was the Scrap Happy 2 collection. This was geared for advisors, um, kind of a collection or scrapbookers. If you look, it's got some cute like scissors and tape runners and trimmers and Scrappy Bear. Um, it is Parts of it are still available at the time of this recording, but I don't know if all of it's available. And it used the Rick Rack Border Maker cartridge. We are going to do, I think it's called Sunshine Arches instead. And our collection that we're going to use today is Sunflower. Sunflower, there is still parts of this available, and I just love it. I think it's beautiful. So we are going to be using this paper today. We might add a few more things like stickers and map cards and stuff. So on this side, so the base is 2 sheets of designer paper for the base. So I'm for the base going to use this sunflower paper, which I think is beautiful. On the blacks on this side, one is wood and one is looks like it's like just textured paper, white paper with, I don't know what to call it, but it's textured. But we've got these two sunflowers as the base for that, and then designer paper one, we're gonna do this gold kind of sunflowery color polka dot, and this one is um we're gonna cut this in half. Let me get my trimmer. And if you've watched my videos before, I have it down here because then I can see it better and eye it better. And I feel like I've gotten straighter and more accurate. So I'm going to cut this directly in half with that. And then designer paper 2 is it punches two different border colors for the rickrack. I am going to use this purple, and we're going to use Sunshine Arch. So first, we're going to take the Sunshine Arch cartridge that I have. This is, which way do I go? Let's see if it'll focus. That one. I'm not sure if that one's available or not. It was not too long ago, but so what we're going to do is we're going to go down one side. Strip is causing trouble. We're going to go down this side, right? We've got one side, and then just getting rid of the debris. And then what we're going to do is cut this at 2 inches. So the top of the arch is going to go at that 2 inch line. And then I'm going to cut it. And then we're going to punch it again on the other. So this is where it kind of gets a little tricky because um, if you flip it over, obviously it's not going to magnetic itself down. So I have you can just use any post-it notes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of post-it notes and do that. So now it's being held in place. I'm going to flip it over, and now I'm going to go back through and punch the other side. We're just going to do that. Yes, it's going to punch through the post-it note. It's perfectly okay. All right, and then pull this off, and we have this like cool little design. And then, so instead of the rick rack, we are going to move all this out of the way for the moment. So instead of this rick rack, we are using this. And I've already made one side. So this is what this side looks like. So what it is it's a border sticker strip from the sunflower. And I'm just going to run it down directly down the middle. Just like that. Then I do not need the border anymore. I'm going to put it aside. And then we are going to get, these were, let's see if I have, whoops, bonked my head. The sunflower fields. So this was still available. They're $5. But I have like a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to pull all these out and see where we're at. Some of them are stuck. And I tried to, like, I'm going to use regular tape runner, but I'm just going to put alternating one with leaf, without leaves. Got a little over the, like that. And then the leaf, have the leaf go that way. Then this. And then I need one more with a leaf. There we go. I have, I just have a bunch of false stuff, and this is just like leftover fall stuff. Maybe might be some Christmas. Oh, there might be Christmas in there too. But just my little hodgepodge box that I like to use, and then I have a spot for it. And then I'm gonna put this one on there, and then right like that. Okay. So now we have these two cute borders. I just thought the arch sunshine arch just made it, I don't know, reminding me that. So let's start putting this together. I'm gonna put, and there's no real, um, so we are, all right, so we're gonna put this on the inside. Paper's really busy, but I think it'll look just fine. And then we've got this to go here. We're just going to run that right exactly down the middle. All right, you've got that. All right, and then we're going to do that aside and do this on this side. So, put my flowers like that. And then this, I am using, this is repositionable tape runner. It's, I got, my gun is from, Scrapbook Adhesives, because I wanted, because Creative Memories has the blue one, and I wanted a different colored one. So, but my Creative Memories thing fits in there. All right, and then we're gonna do this, like that. So now we've got this, like just like that. So now, all right, I'm gonna put those aside. We've got some mats. So designer paper 2 has mats, 4.5, 4.5. These are 4.5, 4.5, 4, 4. So I got to pay attention. Okay. So this one, 6x4, and these are 4x4s. So let's do, have this paper fold. And I think the green woodwork in being these are the 4x4s. So we can make that the 4x4s. Right, let's see. And then we've got the purple. I don't know. Might do those as the purple. So they've got purple. Might do some purple or use these two. I don't know that there's any other color because I think the orange is too much. There is some orange in there, but I don't like the orange. So let's just use the green. Okay, so the green is going to be this one. All right, so let's get the trimmer out. And it's going to be 4.5 by 6.5. Let's cut, says 6.5. All right, and then we've got two 4.5s. And then two. All right, and then we've got 4.5 by 4.5. So 4.5. 4.5 and 4.5. Right. And then this purple is going to be first, first, let's see, 4.5, 4.5. Let's see what we got. We may not have enough. Yes, I don't need this anymore. We got 4.5 and 4.5. And then how wide is this one? May not work. We may have to see if I have any of. All right, we'll go from there. All right, so we've got this, this. These two are the other page. Let's see, that's the other. We got this one. Got little. Right, we got that. And then these ones are the like. Okay. Let's see if I have any, what other colors I have in here, if I have any more purple or not. Can't guarantee that I do. I got another green. I got yellow. 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 I got a different purple. Got this purple. That's gold. All right, let's see what I got here. That's more green. A different green. It's a yellow. I'm just digging through this. This is an orange and an orange. Ooh, this orange might work or no. Okay. Let's see. Um, gonna pull out. Okay. Got these. What happened to the 4x6 ones? Need 4x4s too. Um, here's a 4x6. That one off a little wonky. That's okay. Not a big deal. All right. Just open this one. I don't know where the other one is. Okay. Yeah, this one. And then I need 4x4s. There we go. There we go. Okay, we got those. So let's just get these adhered down and we'll keep going. I'm just putting a strip down the middle, so if I do need to take it off, I can. And it's just repositionable. And then technically, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can pull these off, because then, and I'm going to save these, because then they won't be so wonky. All right. Yeah, that lays flatter. I could do use them in other parts of the. All right. So the question is if I want to cut, I want to cut a piece of orange, or is it just going to be way too much? Or just stick with this purple piece that I have. Oh, wait, I have an idea. And then, let's see, I've got stickers, but I also got some mats. So, darn it, not all of this went flying. All right, we'll put this over to the side for a minute and I will go fish it off the floor. Okay, got mats. Those up so I don't accidentally like squish them. I think one more piece. There we go. Okay, so I've got these mats. I could find a mat instead. Thankful and grateful blessing. I could cut that. Let's do. Nope. Nope. That's a good one to fussy cut. Maybe we just use that one. I kind of like that one. Yeah, these are 4x4 cards that got stuck in there. If I do something like that and trim it, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna save that. So I kind of feel like I think this is okay, just like that. However, I mean, just that little bit of purple. It's not even the right. I'm just gonna do it. Okay. There we go. Now I could, to make it a little more lively, I could take do something like that. I only have one of these. And that would be cool to cover it up. But I don't have, I'd have to figure out how to cover up the bottom. So let's hold off for a minute and see what is. Okay, so I've got that side, just like that. And then let's do the other side. Got, so the purple is going to be up. Then I'll put the 4x4 cards on. All right, got that one. It just goes on so smooth. I can just tell you, I just love that. The big gun tape runner. It like just everything goes on so smooth. Okay, so now I'm going to pop that off. It's okay if it does a little bit of damage because it's going to get covered up, but I'm going to use these elsewhere. Okay. That actually comes all the way over there. Okay. And then in there, one there. Okay. Now, do I want another 4x4 and try to, because that isn't going to work because it's not such that in that's not going to work either. Um, that's not going to put that. Let me figure out, could I, is there enough? If I put these two together, is there enough for a 4x4? I think there is. So we're gonna weld this. Once you get on there, no one's gonna know. I've done this quite a bit with stuff just because I don't have another piece of paper and I really like the purple. So, and then I'm just gonna take this sheet of paper and then so you can't see it. There we go. So I've kind of welded it. And then I'm gonna take back to repo. And it's pretty much, that's pretty good. It's a little bit skinnier, but it'll be fine. And then here is my trimmer. My little photo trimmer. Huh. Oh, I swear, story of my life. Things just walk away. I know they don't. It's my own, my own crazy, but I always joke like, okay, that's maybe a little bit shorter. Go. Okay. Pull this page back out. Get the right tape runner. And then do making this a 4x4 photo instead of they have a journal box, which I already have something over here. And then let's figure out. I've got these. Just put these around like this. That way those get used up. Maybe I should move this one up here and here. So they're opposites. And then this I was trying to decide if got might be able to do. If I put this up here like so, let's see. Trying to put it in the center. There we go. And then I've got these to kind of like that and like I almost feel like let's see if I can pull this off. I feel like this should be all right, pull this up enough like this and this go through. There we go. That kind of gives it a little more, I think, dimension. And you can still tell the live. All right, so we've got some embellishments down there. And then maybe we'll put there. I'll foam square that. So we'll that. Get foam squares back out. Smaller one in the middle. Excuse me. And then might do like family together like that. And do I have like any little sunflowers? I can like I can stick underneath there just like that. Okay, so we got that. I'll put maybe something right here. Beautiful day, living, what a great day. Do that one. All right. Put that one in the middle since that's the last of that one. That. And then see what see if I can pull that off. And do that. And then put that there. Okay. Because we're kind of getting down to there's not much left or of this sheet. Okay. Let's just put these together and see. I feel like I've got enough of there to move things out of the way so that you have a less cluttered picture. To put since the paper fell out, everything keeps almost. Just gonna pile this up, and when I'm done, I'll clean it all up. These are cute because you can color them and fussy cut them with markers. Um, that would be super cute, or you can leave it black and white. All right, so we are using the Sunflower Fields collection, and I'm finding the sheet. I had it, and then everything went jumping. Oh well, but it's sunflower, fields of sunflower, or this one is fields of sunflower. But then this was a 6-pack one. I think this was an advisor one, but they also had some other ones. So, but we'll pull out this one. So I used the Sunshine Arch and I punched one side, cut it at 2 inches, and punched the other side. So we kind of get this fun effect. And so this originally done was the Scrap Happy 2 collection. We're doing the sunflower collection. At one point there were several um parts of it still available. If you want to go to creativememories.com/user/Tracy Walker and look up sunflower, and it should pull that up. But I think this turned out really beautiful. Perfect for, this could be for Thanksgiving, this could be something for fall with your family. It's just up to you. So, well, thanks for joining me for another episode of Sketch Sunday. In the description, I'll put how to connect with me and my events that I'm holding for 2026. I hope you can join me. Have a great day.